Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Orc campaign, where things are, well, certainly if they're not picking up, they are getting better anyway. We've just repelled an attack of Wurrzag's beach, though we're probably going to have another one from here, and we're bringing our armies, all our armies together now to really start pushing back against the dwarves. So let's see how things go, guys. Right, so the dwarves are still powerful. You know, they're a bit more powerful than me again, though this does seem to keep changing. And they are bringing all their armies together as well. So at some point we're probably going to have an epic battle to smash them. However, if I can just usher them out of my lands as well, I wouldn't be that upset, you know. So long as I usher them out of my lands and get myself into a better defensive position, then I can start working on the other dwarf factions, though I would like to completely cripple the dwarfs first if possible. I mean, we might well look at pushing up towards Grom Peak up here. We'll work out where we can take here, though I don't like taking places that vampires have part of, because of the vampiric corruption does make them easier to hold, so I find it easier to let the vampires get whole sections of terrain. And there's a lot to the south we can push into. There's no way I'm winning that battle, unfortunately. Which means the border princes are back. But that, again, it's not the end of the world. I will be able to push back that way sooner rather than later. Ew. I want the obedience in my provinces at the moment, actually. Oh, we've got another war. Whose war is this?
Here we go.
Okay, so you are going to be hitting here because you don't have a war. I'm going to encircle. We're going to bring up my gobos as well to up their fightiness.
Who needs killing?
Right, that's a nice big chunk of gold. You can take it.
You want schemes? I got schemes. Great profit.
And you can move here. Oops. Wrong movement type, but that doesn't really matter. And Skarsnik has leveled up again. Right, so he's gone down this route, which I wish they hadn't. I wish there was a way I could reset the route they'd gone down. So we're doing straight melee damage, then we'll start doing the gobbers, buffing up his gobbers. And he gets quite big buffs for his gobbers, actually. So his goblins. So that's good. We also get... Oh, that's nice as well for squig units. So that's good. And he also becomes a very powerful melee lord on his own, as well as he ends up doing poison damage. So that's quite good. Grimgor has leveled up again. We can grab Foe Seeker now and we'll start pushing down the next tree. Okay, so we can start doing some repairs here. We are still losing a little bit of income, but it's not as bad as it was. Let's demolish that building for now. We're not going to bother with this in Stone Mine Tower at the moment. Can't afford to waste all my money just at the moment. Okay, and let's end turn. So we have one war there, which means we've got a nice powerful force. I want them to stay in the Varenkia Hills. If they stay in the Varenkia Hills... Oh no, I want them to reinforce the Varenkia Hills. Unfortunately, they're not. They're going to other places. Oh! However, I can afford to split myself up a bit at the moment, so that's not terrible. If they hit anywhere up in here, they will get slowed down. and I can always follow up and hit them from behind. Wurrzag's walls does need dealing with fairly quickly again, though, so I do need to put down that force in Wurrzag's walls. Again, at the moment, it's about... See, I'm in a position now where I'm chasing the dwarves rather than holding, so I need to keep chasing those dwarves around and hitting them as I'm chasing them now, guys. So, again, it's not the best situation to be in, but I'm in a better situation. I'm in a stronger situation. I just need to get those armies out of those dwarven armies out of my lands. Now, if I can get them back up into the mountains, it's harder for them. They can still manoeuvre around me, but it's harder for them to do so.
Wurrzag.
Right.
This better involve fighting.
You are hitting here. A nice easy attack for you, Grimgor. We're going to sack it, then we're going to take it, because sacking ups our...
Gorg's fist. Lots of plans. Sounds like a good idea.
You guys can scoot around here.
I'm the prophet. Gorg more likes it.
And you can push up here. And we're going to send my War after him. In fact, no.
Great and powerful war boss.
Set my War after this army. Okay, our income is slightly positive again. Which is ideal. That'll be good. Long run. Let's get our obedience in order first and end turn. So things are getting better now. We're chasing that other army through our territory. I thought that was going to happen, however we'll be able to hit them next turn. It's not the end of the world having them do that, and they've not even captured it. Oh, that's foolish. Right, I do want to be careful with these armies then. However, we should be able to herd them around the place a little. Damn, they've run away. This is the annoying thing. They can potentially get chased all the way through my territory, which will be a bit annoying. I actually I dislike the fact you can attack and then enter sprint stance to get yourself out of range. It's a little bit nasty. Now, there is a mod which slows down enemy armies by 10% in your territory. And it is one I usually run with, but I'm not at the moment, so that might be something I'll look at running with again, because it just means that in situations like this, you know, where they're running away from you constantly, it makes them easier to catch and deal with. It also slows you down in enemy territory, though, so it means that attacking enemy territory is slower, and that kind of generally makes sense, because in your own territory you'd have better supply lines, so... Okay, that's another war we have going. So let's go lay siege to Wurrzag's wall. When our war comes up, we should be able to nicely take there.
Attack.
Ooh, oh, that's nice. So we have a quest now against the humans. We'll do that shortly. Right, you can keep chasing, you can stay trying to attack him.
Plotting and scheming.
No, you can dig into Wurrzag's beach for now.
Ready. What?
And we'll get some cheap cannon fodder units extra. Okay, let's enter. So now we've got my war and Grimgor around Wurrzag's walls, so we could still have a good battle there, but I think we'll be able to take it. Damn it, I was expecting that. It's not the end of the world, though if they take it it's annoying because it's a good solid position for them. But they've not captured it, which is interesting, and it's a silly thing for them to do. Yeah, this is the annoying thing. These guys are just going to do this. They're doing what I did to them earlier, guys. They're just sacking my settlements, then moving on. However, he's pulled back towards me, so I might be able to get him. Now, I want to be careful here, because they can potentially get around behind me. So, and now they're running away again.
I'm the Great Green Prophet. Speak you.
I will do it if you go to war with the dwarves. That's the only way. Nope. Because while I'm, the Empire is strong. I don't want to cause too many. Don't want to annoy them too much. I will take that peace treaty with you on the other side of the world, because why wouldn't I? I'm not actually fighting you, so I really don't care about you. Where are the top knots? Because they are still alive somewhere. I just don't know where. They could be a horde somewhere, so now that's a little concerning. So I do need to start, once I've dealt with Wurrzag's walls, I need to start moving an army back down. We might end up chasing back up into the mountains with Da Great Green Prophet himself, which isn't the end of the world if we do, because that will mean we'll keep capturing other places on the way. Though I think my guys are going to be able to catch up this turn.
I'll use me spells. Alright then, let's do it.
Okay. Can I afford to wait another turn? I kinda need to.
True kid.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
However, I'm worried about them jumping over.
Goblins angry.
Don't think so. Do not sully my presence
I
any longer than you
could go
must.
for a peace. Gets them out of my lands, that is the benefit. And then what I can do is I can start going and raiding in Karak-Azul to try and force them to go to war with me. However, there is the downside of all of them might go to war with me. This is actually a tricky decision because it will give me time to consolidate. And it means I can certainly start raiding down here and getting a lot of money off raiding Karak-Azul's territory. And it will definitely give me a bit of breathing space, but at the same time, I don't trust them not to go to war with me again later on. And I mean, I can always push up and take Grom Peak and Mount Gumbad, so I'm not going to do that just now. I might regret that in a few turns' time, though. Can't afford to repair anything here just yet. Knock that one over for a little bit of cash. Now, I want this dwarf army to run north, because if it runs north, I can chase it nicely. And there we have another little rebellion. Nice! Underway interception. This is an easy auto, so we've actually smashed those guys now. Now I can come back down to deal with these guys, or, as I said, I can push north. So I think I'm gonna push north up into the Rib Peaks with, to take Mount Gumbad, to take those 2 territories, to take that entire region off the dwarves there. And that's a lot easier for me to hold in that case. That'll give me a much better defensive line against the dwarves in the future. And once I've done that, I will potentially offer peace. So, oh, these guys might be running down here, actually. That's hardly surprising. I think they're probably going to capture here now. Oh, that's the other dwarf faction who I'm still at war with. Okay, well, they can get jumped up and down on quite heavily. That is a little annoying, but I can deal with that. As I said, right now I'm happy with my position. The dwarves are consolidating down here quite well. I think the dwarves are in a few too many wars at the moment, which is their big issue. And the big thing is, obviously, if I hold my lines too long, it does become quite tricky. Right, we're going to fight this now. We should win this. Nice big battle for Wurrzag's walls to kick the border princes out. No, you see, I could go for peace with the dwarves, but if I go for peace with the dwarves, I give them time to consolidate, and they are bigger than me. So while staying at war with them is risky, it also gives me a lot more. It gives me a higher chance of overall victory. Whereas if I stop pursuing them now and let them consolidate too much, I actually put myself in a position where, long run, I'm potentially going to have to deal with more of their armies. Now, dealing with the little dwarven guys behind us is going to be my next big thing, and consolidating them will make me much stronger. But there is a chance when they go to war with me, even if I have peace with the dwarves, when they go to war with me, the dwarves might still come back to war with me. So crushing the main dwarven dwarves now and reducing their strength and making sure that they are away from me will really, really help. Right, these aren't permanent walls, so let's do a little bit of rejigging. So my artillery is going to knock holes in the walls. Right, so these guys are going to go either side. My artillery is going to knock a hole in the wall here. My monstrous units are going to knock a hole in the wall. Are going to knock a hole in the gate. My other 2 units of Black Orcs are going to go up with these guys, and everybody else is going to be ready to charge through walls and things. I'm just rejigging everything a little, guys, just to make sure things are in useful positions. I'm getting all my archers together, all my different sorts of archers together up here.
We'll ride it.
Basically trying to keep all the same sort of units together. More archers. Oh, archers are a bit further up actually. Okay, so I don't have many archers here, but that's not a huge problem. And the rest of the boys can just form a great big line where they will be used. Okay.
On it. All right.
You guys can all hit here. You guys can move up behind, and you guys can all go up and form a big line. Where some of you are going to go up walls, but a lot of you are just going to be thrown through the gates. Oh, I forgot about these guys. All of my archery units can just form a nice, sensible line. And my cav can form over here, ready to go through this wall once we break it. Okay. That wall is getting hammered, so they're going to start trying to get off soon. My gobbo's face planting into it. Okay, you guys can start reinforcing straight onto there. As can you. You guys can all hit the walls up here. You guys can all charge through here. Okay, we are through the walls. I think we're through the gate. Not quite yet. Well, that gate's actually not going down particularly quickly. Because we've just been whacked by lots of monstrous units. That's taking longer than I expected to break. Right, Grimgor can actually come around inside and start attacking as well. Oh well, he's going up there. He's decided he is, so he is. Right, you guys can start pushing in down here as well. Why is my giant not attacking that gate? Okay, the gate is gone. So you guys can all just charge straight through. Straight into their heart. Oh, my frame rate is suffering due to how big this battle is, guys. Sorry about that. Grimgor can go straight for their lord, actually. Giant's wandering in. These guys are painful, so I want to get some support over here, actually, to help deal with these great sword infantry, because they are a very solid infantry unit. We're doing nicely in the centre here. You guys can all drop down and attack these guys. Come on, Grimgor, get yourself down. Keep pushing, guys. Okay, the walls are ours, so you guys can all push on. And my archers can all form a nice big line up here. My actual archers can get up. Oh, they can't quite get up onto the walls yet, but this is going nicely, guys. We are cutting through them. I'm probably going to suffer here, but at least we're holding that unit in place. We're cracking a few units here. We're breaking the great swords, which is what I wanted. You guys can pull around here so we can get you coming in from the flanks. Mr. Giant can go over here. Mr. Spider can attack into here. We are struggling a little now, but we're getting there. Oh, some of them are rallying up here. Not with Black Orcs attacking them, they're not going to be rallying for long. You guys can just keep charging. Okay, we're doing better there than I expected, so I'm happy with that. Right now, it's just a bit of a melee through the streets, which happens, you know. I think we're going to get the mass route shortly, so... Oh! I think they're running away now. You can watch their leadership drop as the giant charges them, guys. And whack, and they're gone. This is it, guys. We've got this. We're pretty much at the mass route now, and it's over. Okay, so that was a nice, clean victory, and these guys can start marching back down after those dwarven armies now as well. So that gave us a nice, clean victory there, guys. Nice, clean smash through the enemy. You know, we caused a lot of damage there for very few losses. And our guys are levelling up nicely. And at some point I do want to replace these guys with big uns, but I can't afford to do that at the moment. You know, because obviously these are just normal orc warriors and big uns would be better. Because they're just stronger and tougher. Obviously getting that tech which ups all of my armour on all of my units by 10 will be helpful as well. Because it'll just even give my little savage orcs that little bit of extra staying power. Because it means they have some armour which they've got to get through before damaging them. We will sack and then we will occupy, as always.
Let's fight!
Okay. And we will be ending this here, guys, because I appear to have just crashed. So I'll get ourselves back into the same state and before I continue. Anyway, guys, sorry about this little crash at the end. I'm a bit annoyed by that. It does happen occasionally, though. You know, I'm not playing on the best rig, so as you probably guessed from my horrible frame rate there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it.